While some ASEAN countries have finished the first rounds of tariff negotiations with the U.S., Thailand's first meeting has been postponed. International organizations have sent alarming messages that the Thai economy will shrink in 2025 and 2026. Our business anchor, Frank Han-Shi, joins me now to explain more. So, Frank, what do you make of this recent appalling forecast for Thailand's GDP?
Hi, Nat. Before we dive into U.S. policy impact to Thailand's economy, right now we have to talk about bleak number and figure on Thailand's economic growth because Thailand's central bank, Bank of Thailand, already cut the policy rate by 25 basis points to 1.75% as the Monetary Policy Committee sees that Thailand's economy will face a huge impact by U.S. tariff policy. The committee projects that Thailand's GDP will grow by 2% if trade negotiation still remains that tariff rate to 36%. But we might see 1.3% of GDP growth, which is pretty low if tariff grows to another level. So the central bank aims to, of course, lift the economic pressure in the climate and, of course, to give a lot of cash flow in the society to incentivize domestic consumption power. But the International Monetary Fund already gave an alarming message that Thailand's GDP growth will go under 2% this year. The IMF forecasts that the annual GDP growth will dive to 1.8% in 2025 and 1.6% in 2026. And of course, the World Bank also shared the same message as the GDP would dive down below 1.8%. Another green message on Thailand's economy is a global credit rating agency, Moodys, has revised Thailand's economic outlook from stable to negative, reflecting slowing economic momentum, fiscal pressure, and of course, vulnerability to face challenges in the near future. The downgrade might extend the fear into investors' confidence and economic momentum in the economy. Compared to other ASEAN 5 countries here, Thailand's that economic growth is the lowest in the chart because, of course, on top of the chart, you can see that Indonesia economic growth is at 4.7% in both 2025 and 2026. However, our Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra still confident in Thailand's economic growth and saying that we're going to see a huge leap in 2025. And at this point, she said some statement in a gala on Wednesday. So she said that, quote, "It is Moody's perspective that Thailand's growth potential has weakened. A negative outlook does not mean the country has lost credibility. One key factor in Moody's assessment is the global trend of rising tariffs, particularly those imposed by the United States, which have impacted many countries and caused similar outlook downgrades." Despite Prime Minister's confidence in the economy, the opposition, however, is concerned over Thailand's position on negotiation with the United States on tariff policy. Deputy leader of People's Party, Sitikanya Dansakul, told me that Thailand needs to clear political issues in the House before restarting the negotiation process.
I think the government could ease these difficulties by release Dr. Paul Chambers and withdrawn the accusation, and it will be like ease all the difficulties that we face, and maybe the negotiation process could start soon. But there are also the issues about Uyghur that I think worried the U.S., especially the foreign affairs.
Well, the first meeting for the tariff policy with the United States has been postponed. Thailand is aiming to forge collaboration with other economic blocs. EU International Trade Chair, in an exclusive interview, told me that recent rounds of FTA between Thailand and EU are on the right track, and a deal could be reached soon. This is what he said.
We negotiated for a long time, but of course we got based on the political development in Thailand and the re-establishment of the democratic structure. There was some lack in the negotiation period, but now we are back on track and the progress is quite well. So let's see. So I have no crystal ball with me here now, but I'm quite confident that we will manage also to conclude with Thailand quite soon.
Right, so Ned, amid economic growth at this moment, we have seen some hopes on strengthening collaboration with other economies and blocs. But right now, the ball is on Thailand's court. How the Thai government can speed up the negotiation with EU and the United States is vitally important. Back to you.
And it looks like the numbers are not looking good at all. All right, thank you, Frank.